All right, guys, so kind of want to catch you up on the 1973 International Scout 2 build that I'm doing. So when I purchased the Scout, as you saw in the previous videos, it needs some work, so took it to Todd at Tulloch Automotives. Todd went through, gave me a complete list of everything that I need to do to that vehicle, and it basically boiled down to we needed to do a body off restoration. First thing that he needed to do before taking the body off was he needs to secure everything, and basically that's what we're in the process of doing now, securing the whole body, making sure that when they take it off the frame everything is secure. But when Todd gave me the list of things I needed, I said, hey, I had a lot of parts, so took Todd the parts that I had, and to find out that some of the things were not of spec that they should be. So Todd told me things that I needed to get, which the list went from pretty much maybe that much to you know how it goes with rebuilding these Scouts. So one of the major things that we were looking at, is what all are we going to do? So taking the engine out, getting the engine rebuilt, the transmission rebuilt, checking the differential, replacing the shocks, the whole shock system, pretty much redoing everything on that vehicle, in or outer panels, as far as the rockers, inner or outer rockers, the floor pans, basically new wiring harnesses, disc brakes, everything. So we're going through the complete thing, and one of the things that we noticed was the quarter panels, the rear quarter panels were pretty much had a lot of rust, and I could have got somebody to fix them up, but I decided to go on the internet and try to find someone that had the rear quarter panels. And going through on a lot of the Facebook Scout pages that I'm on, which is definitely a big help, and you guys will see all the ones that I'm a part of in the link below, helped out a lot, because I was able to find the quarter panels within, literally after I posted them, within about 2 hours. And it got to the extent of I found a lot of places and talked to a lot of people that carry Scout parts, but it got to the precise point that I found someone that had the quarter panels that is less, get this, than an hour and 20 plus minutes away from me, which is ridiculous. Okay guys, so check out this video. This guy has a lot of influence in the Scout world, and I'll put his link in the description below, his website, everything, because you're going to need to call this guy. If you're doing anything, you're going to have to call this guy. So check out the video. Alright guys, we're just getting out, just pulling up at Binder Boy Scout Parts. And man, you got to see some of this stuff. I'm just pulling up, and we got Howie here.
Hey, how you doing?
And Howie is the owner of Binder Boy Scouts, and I don't know if he wants to part with any of these Scouts he's working on right here, but I mean, wow, he's got some great selections over here. So, let me tell you how I found you.
Okay.
Right, I was on the internet, and I went to Facebook, and I just put in all the Scout different, and all the different Scout sites and everything. And I was asking people about parts, and about I said, listen, I've got a 73 Scout, and I need some body parts on it. And literally 5 minutes went by, somebody hit me with your name, and I looked you up, and that's how I got in contact with you. And lo and behold, you were less than an hour and 20 minutes away from me, and happen to have the exact parts I need, guys. So if you need some parts or anything, I'm going to put his link in description below, and this just happened to turn out great. You want to tell the people about your business?
Sure, it's just a side business. Like I said, I'm a full-time youth pastor, but I just do this on the side. I fell in love with Scouts around 1983, 84. My brother-in-law bought one and showed it to me, and I was instantly in love. And so I started looking to get one. So I've been messing with Scouts since the mid-'80s.
Wow.
I've had a few of them. I've got a trailer over here that you've seen already. And what I do is I just buy them and part them out. And every once in a while I get some decent ones that I can turn around and resell, but most of them are just for parts. I've got a junkyard nearby that lets me keep about a half a dozen or so Scouts in their yard.
Wow.
And then I'm in the process of purchasing another 5 or 6 from a friend of mine in South Carolina. So my inventory is increasing. This is a project from a friend of mine in Columbia.
Can you show them the paint on this one? I mean, I just saw the paint on this. And
this is a 78 Scout that I'm putting back together for a friend. And it has an absolutely immaculate paint job on it.
Well, I think I can see myself in that.
Yeah, it's like a mirror. But I'm putting that one together. I'm building one for my daughter. She wants one, so I've got another body for her. I personally own one. I own a 73 like yours. And so it's an Arizona rust-free vehicle that I've been working on. And then my daughter's is out of Arizona, so I've got all the rust-free sheet metal for hers. Just haven't started. All I've done is her frame. But I tinker with them. You can see I got parts everywhere in the garage. These are shelves full of parts in here for the Scouts. I deal with the Scouts from 1961 all the way to 1980.
Wow.
All the series.
All the series.
Scout 80, Scout 800, Scout 2, Scout Travelers.
And you said this one right here.
Yep.
What kind was this one? You were telling me a little history on this.
This is a 1971. This was a June of 1971 build. And so in those early first few months, in April of 1971, they transitioned from making the Scout 800s to start making the Scout 2, the new body style. Okay, that same time, they were finishing up those and starting these. And when they first started, even though it's got the Scout 2 badge on it, some of the first early ones, they were actually called a Scout 810.
810, okay.
A Scout 810, and this is one of those. It's a Scout 810, even though it's got the Scout 2 badges. There's nothing different. It's the same body style. It's just what they were calling it at the start, and not long after the start of that, they dropped the 810 and just kept calling it the Scout 2.
Scout 2, okay.
This is a 71. It's a bare bones Scout. It's got the 304. It's got a T90 3-speed transmission in it, which is the small transmission they ran in the earlier Scouts. No power steering, no power brakes. Wow. It's just bare bones basic Scout, but it's a real decent project Scout. So it's going to need the usual quarter panels, rockers, floor pans, things like that, but it's very restorable. So
wow.
A guy from Charlotte actually owns this one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, in fact, he bought it for his brother that lives down in South Carolina, and so I'm going to get it running and moving for him, and then it'll go back home. So.
Wow. Well, guys, you know, that was a lot of information at one time. So basically what I'm going to do is we'll put all of his links and descriptions below, and you got to see his vehicle. I'm going to get him to shoot me a picture of his Scout, and I'll put it up on the website as well. And next time you guys are in need of some parts, you got to go to Binder Boys Scout Parts. I'll put all of that in my link. You know, he's got, as you can see, everything here that you would need. All right, guys. Thanks, Howie.
Thank you.